Alright, so I finally decided to jump into Outward. And I thought, I've played a ton of survival games. How hard can this be?
Okay. Well, let's do this thing. I have like no health. You know what? Scratch that. Doing this way. Okay, or not. I don't have enough stamina. Oh, it's on cooldown. Dummy. Oh, God. Oh my God.
And honestly, after one day, I was really wrong. This is a short little video of how I learned the hard way that Outward doesn't hold your hand and why it's a good thing. So, I spawned in, ready to get out in the world. I've heard all kinds of stories about how intense Outward's game could be. Just ready to explore, basically. Found a machete on the beach. Picked up a primitive backpack. The whole shebang. Honestly, zero clue what I was doing. The games don't really give you quest markers. They don't tell you where you're on the map. You have a little journal with whatever information you've been told. And that's it. It's just, here you are, survive. You wake up after a shipwreck. So then once you get back to town, you immediately get hit with debt. That's it. That's all it is. You start the game broke, and people are already at your house, banging on your door, telling you that you need to pay them, or they're going to take your house. Once you get through all of the conversation and the nonsense, you're like, alright, I got my gear, I got my water, I got my weapon, I got my backpack, I'm ready to go. And I can tell you right now that with my very little knowledge of the outside world, even then I was like, how bad can this be? Well, guess what? It was pretty bad. Not even 5 minutes later, I'm fighting a hyena with a machete and a shield and already infected. I didn't even know I could be infected. Honestly, the game just went, hey, you're infected now. Good luck. Does it tell you how to fix it? Not really. Is there any specific potions or antidotes you can find? Nope. Which is fine. And then I tried to fight a bird. A pearl bird. And let me tell you, I actually died from the bird quicker than the hyena killed me. And it doesn't just drop you off back in the town, back in the village, here's your stuff. No, it drops you off in a cave where the hyenas have dragged you back to with all your stuff in the ground and in the dark and goes, here you go. Guess what? You gotta fight your way out now. I meant the dungeons. Wait a minute. They put me in the dungeons? They're like, oh, you died? Get in there, buddy. Alright, I'm gonna fight by the fact that I can see your glowing eyes. Oh my god, I missed. Come on, fight me. Oh. Oh my god. Yep. Alright. That was fun. This game's combat, at least in my personal opinion, as somebody that has played through and beaten Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2, 3, Elden Ring, Sekiro. I've done a lot of RPG combat games, and let me tell you right now, I suck at the combat in this game. Now don't get me wrong, this is one of those things where it is 100% a hard learning curve. Dropping the bag, learning how to roll, knowing when to block, what kind of attacks affect what kind of people, and what kind of attacks affect you, is learn the hard way with some ghosts. And the nice thing is once I started to slow down, you know, learn the benefits of food for healing, what exhaustion did to my health and my stamina, how quickly once I actually got into battle I needed to drop the bag and just be ready to defend and roll, things started to click. It's not that the game is punishing, it's honest with you. It's, if you make a mistake, it's because you aren't doing something that you should be doing. And honestly, I made almost every mistake you could make. Now, I'm not gonna say my first few days of Outward were fantastic. I got killed by hyenas and birds, killed by bandits, ice mages, and then ghosts. Had an infection for a while. But in the end run, I'm still enjoying it. I'm still having fun. But it's one of those things where you have to look at the game and go, what does it want me to do? How does it want me to get better?
That is where I'm going to leave off for the day. But as far as my first few hours or in-game days of this game have been, I honestly love it.
It is a learning curve. It is something you need to get used to. But in the end run, it's a lot of fun when you do.
This is it for my little retrospective. My first few days, 24 hours in Outward. If you like the video, give it a like. Subscribe if you want to see more of this stuff. And hopefully, I'll catch you guys later.